I Yeah, anytime they get a big winner like this, because they're out the $15 million, so they're going to get it back on publicity, showing, look, and unfortunately, the caption of like you going, yes, I won. So our games are so simple, even a monkey can beat them. And so
it's true.
But yeah, if you're wanting to, they highly recommend that you spend some of your money going to a fashion designer to get you a unique dress for the evening.
Oh,
because obviously you want to burn whatever you're wearing. They offer to destroy it for you.
It's slightly radioactive.
That too.
Yeah. Really.
She has old lady walk by, her wig falls off. She's like, what in the world?
Now I can buy all the hair.
Yes, her hair. Take her wig. It's mine. Now I'm rich as shit. And Freddie is so excited. He's thinking I could buy a new number 15 car for $1,000. So anyway, Freddie, as you can see, the adventure changes a lot depending on what people are doing when they run it.
Just for the record, this is over 30,000 gold pieces. Worth.
A lot.
Yeah, I was not really expecting her to fucking roll a 10. But she did dump a few hero points into it, which made me super happy.
She'll get them back.
Well, as far as with all of the perks of now we have access to anything we wanted to in here. Yeah.
Well.
But now we can pay for the museum.
Oh yeah, you can afford to go into the museum now.
Okay. So I go back over to my concierge guy and say, so about ultraviolet.
He says, well, yes, of course. Have you received your cash from the teller already?
I still have some with me.
He looks dubious. He looks at the way you're dressed and goes, silence, says your pendant. He looks around. And he says, yes, I'll have a limousine waiting for you and your guest tonight if you're into that sort of thing.
Do you have a brochure?
Give me an empathy roll. The mouth opens slightly like He says, could I recommend some other entertainment? I can get you front row seats at Sleestack Pen and Sleestack Teller. I can get you backstage with them as well. In fact, you could even slap one of them for a small extra fee.
I'm interested.
I really don't think you are, he says.
Well, tell me more of it. Keep me safe, and
he says,
I'll remember you.
You just trust me on this. You'll be happier not. If you're asking for a brochure, this is not for you. It's a bit risque.
Can you give me the address rather than a well?
He just laughs. He goes, how about some nice front row? We also have ice capades. Give me an empathy roll on this poor guy.
Is she by herself there?
Yep. Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm rich now, bitch. Tell me what I want to know.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. But you're just over by the slots yourself. You can see me.
Yeah, your slot only paid a little bit of money. Hers paid a lot of money.
Are you switching seats over to where? This must be the lucky seat.
That slot machine is definitely out of fucking cash now. Pretty goddamn sure. Although that same old lady comes up and starts wanting to play that fucking slot thing. She thinks she can drag out the last $30 it's got.
I take my $100 and wander over to Dana.
She's currently talking to the concierge, who is shaking his head rather emphatically.
I made my second empathy on him.
He's trying to protect you because it's clear that you heard the name somewhere and have no idea what's up. And he's like, you don't want to go there. And you're like, I want to go. And he's like, no, I'll offer. He says, how about the whirlwind package tour instead? It will be cheaper. And you can see 4 different shows until very late. And he shows you all the different shows and stuff. You start off with Ice Capades. You go to Sleeve Stack Pen, Sleeve Stack Tiller, get a slap one of them thrown in for free. And then you go to another show where it's got 2 guys, and one of them's going to get eaten by a tiger, but you won't know until later which one.
Did you ask him about Ultraviolet already?
Yes.
He just stops talking and he goes,
it's one of those weird sex things, right? Did you pay him? You got to pay these guys.
I gave him 50.
He looks at it as though you just said, I found this dog turd outside and I want you to have it. Into your nose now. You're going to wear it like a mustache and you're drawing on his face in the thing. That's how he looks at a 50.
Now I give him another 50.
Look, I appreciate it, but you really, you don't want to go. You're going to be a bit.
We just want to know what it is.
Keep
enough so we can fake that we went there. Can you tell us what it's like so then we can pretend to
go with sex stuff? Yeah, sure. Go with sex stuff. That sounds fine. Here, please keep these. They'll look lovely on your stack of money.
Well, can we get 3 tickets to the museum? And I need another front row ticket with us, with my already 2 comp tickets for the show of.
Of course, I can do that very easily. Yes, delighted to. Of course. He does so.
What is his name on his little name tag?
Jake. Hi, my name is Jake.
Okay. Do I already know what room we've been assigned to?
It's on the 29th floor.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jake. What time do you get off tonight?
I don't want to go, but thank you so much, he says.
Well, in case I need anything.
You'll be
Just
fine. You're a trooper, he says.
Okay, thank you, Jake.
Really, you want the Ice Capade still?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right. But we do have Star Wars on Ice.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I leave the $100 on his desk, and I say, "Hope you have a good rest of the day."
He just hangs his head like you've just walked up and slapped it and said, "Your pen."
I feel like it'll just come across as monkey bad manners. So
okay,
hopefully.
Okay. You sure hope so. All right. Yeah. Good times. Good talk. Good talk.
All right, gentlemen, we need to get to a bank.
You're not going to just carry around a fucking Santa bag of money and shit?
It's probably a safe in the room.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but you don't have any idea yet.
Right?
It's still being processed.
Yeah.
So this is going to sit in our room, our highly publicized hotel room.
Super awkward.
Or our bright purple car. I stopped myself from saying stolen all out loud.
right now you've got 4 large sleeve stack men holding large cases of money, waiting to find out where you would like them to take it.
Well,
because it's a
then
lot
if you
of
want,
fucking. It's literally 8 huge bags of money.
if you'd like, I can open an account in my name and sign you as the co
It
owner of
wouldn't
the
help. She has no ID to prove that she is the monkey that she is pretending to be. Banks
Well, you
don't go with, oh no, it's me, because otherwise I'd have gotten a lot of motherfuckers.
All right,
money.
well, you have a
fine.
lot of money. Use that money to expedite your ID so that it's ready in like a couple days or something. Because that's how the world works.
Well, just so you know, right now your ID will be ready the next time you guys visit the PI office that's not on this adventure. Oh, happy day.
Well, do you want to keep it in my account then? I can open an account.
Has Freddie figured out a way to steal all your goddamn hard-earned money?
I mean, it's either that.
You're a slave for this money.
It's either that or we keep it in the room.
No, we're gonna put it in Freddie's account.
No problem. You guys go to the bank with a bunch of fucking bodyguards you don't know, who then make sure it gets deposited into Freddie's account. And the person that you're depositing it with is pretty impressed. He's like, yeah, that's great. But empathy roll.
Yes.
Seeing your guys' type before, pretty sure that pretty soon the money will go back to the casinos. Doesn't know you guys that well, apparently. Freddie, do you actually have a bank account in this zone?
No, I'm going to open one.
Oh, right.
But he has ID, yeah.
I have
Yes,
ID
he
and
does have
everything.
ID.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got a bank account with quite a hefty fucking balance in it. Give me etiquette rolls. Everybody can try that.
No.
I'm polite as fuck, man.
I am not. It makes sense that you would have the money, I think.
Freddie, you're thinking it'd probably be a good idea to give each of the 4 bodyguards and stuff who not only didn't rob your asses blind, but made sure you get here, anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 each, and thank them for their effort. And yeah, you should definitely.
5,000 each. There you are.
Great. They all thank you and depart.
Thank
You're thinking that also your bribe should probably be at least a minimum of 4 figures now. 5 is better, depending on what figures.
Wait, my what?
Bribes.
Bribes. Oh. For what?
Well,
Or
if you're
just in general.
here's just for example, if you're wanting to get information out of somebody and you give them $100,
Oh, for that. Okay.
it's probably not going to fucking fly.
Okay.
So 4 to 5 figures for reasonable bribe. I'm not talking like the valet. If you give the valet 10 grand, that's a little awkward because now he's going to fucking think he has to suck your dick. Which, okay, maybe you can, whatever. But the important thing is, yeah, you guys are high rollers. You need to act like high rollers if you're wanting to not be suspicious.
Oh, can I also get a credit card? And open up maybe have like a spending account?
That will take time. They can
Okay, I'll
actually
put an
the 80.
application.
They give you traveler's checks.
Oh, nice.
You have to sign them, and they make sure you know how to fill them out and stuff like that. Yeah, it is pretty fucking lame. So yeah, it'll take like a couple weeks or more to get you a fucking ATM.
Next session, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take out like 10,000 in cash for each of us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, or more. You'll go.
I'll take out 30,000 each.
Yeah, that should be okay. I mean, because it's going to probably cost a good 10 grand for her fucking dress, you're guessing, because, now that you've got money, everybody's going to want some money. Get some money sometime. Everybody wants some money sometime.
Hey, how much did you say?
30,000.
He gives you guys each a fucking fat stack of Dana Zool's money, and she is fucking livid. She's like, I worked and slaved for that money.
Right.
I pulled that lever like a fucking boss.
Yeah, once you get your ID, I'll make you a co-owner of the account.
Let's get a close for the show tonight.
Yes.
Okay, for each of the men's suits, assuming something nice, nice like Daniel Craig, James Bond type suit, $2,000. For your dress, with a little bit of jewelry and stuff, minimum 5, 10 is better. 1,000. This is for damn I look good, and all that CrossFit will fucking finally pay off.
What kind of dress do you want? It's real money, so you...
And pick the color, or scheme, or pattern, or whatever it is.
We're going to do, we'll do 10,000, and with the special modifications.
Keep in mind that women's clothing is so horrible that women get excited if they have pockets.
Yes, that's my special modifications.
Pockets? How about a clutch instead, says the fashion designer.
I need pockets. I need pockets.
Pockets in the clutch.
I need to be able to run.
He says, in these heels? Oh, darling, you don't want to run in these heels. He's trying to get you into a completely impractical dress, because the more impractical it is, the more fashionable it is. Something you can run in and all that stuff. This is not what women wear when they're stepping out. No, they need to torture their feet and bend them into unusually painful formations in order to show it's more fashionable. Because
just get a tux.
You could do that too, actually, because the Sleek Stack have a hard time figuring out if you guys are male or female. So you could actually get a tux for $2,000 that you could run and fight in, and they wouldn't fucking know any better because.
Yes, all of the yes.
All right, take a card there, Glenn. Yeah, that's a nice thing about dealing with aliens is they don't necessarily know, or they think. Maybe it's normal for female monkeys to wear a tux. We don't know their strange ways.
I played the linguist card.
Horribly sad. Lose out on a customer, though.
Gotta check in Thari.
I still remember the game session called I'm Thari.
Thari.
Good to see you're still working on what could end up becoming crucially important later. You may be the only one who's remembered it. Well done. So, you've all got lovely suits. Pockets.
Yes.
So many
mobility.
Pockets, mobility. If included with that, you can get the shoes that are kind of spongy on the bottom, so that way you've got a chance of sneaking if you wanted to snake around, as opposed to leather slapping coming after you. Ha ha ha.
Yes, more sneaky shoes.
Those are made for all kinds of great shit, except for the one place where the men were in all the horrible, painful, fashionable stuff. You remember what that place is?
Canada.
I was thinking more of the court of Louis the Sun King, Louis XIV.
I was thinking
the
of
men were the ones who
Wild Women West.
Oh, there. Yeah, that's true too. So, no problem. You guys all get in your tuxedos, and you head off to go watch the show. Now, mark off. I don't care who marks off. You guys figure out. I'd have somebody with the running. By the way, you're thinking as far as your expense account and stuff. You may or may not ever get that reimbursed. You won $15 million, so
that's
he
fine.
may be like, you can fuck off.
No, we're gonna put forth the receipts.
He doesn't need to know we want anything.
So I'm saying it would be
They took your
suspicious
picture.
to not ask for
It's
reimbursement.
going to be in the papers. It'll probably be nationwide. You'll probably be on TV and shit. So yeah, you guys
All
actually,
monkeys look alike, wasn't us?
Mm.
yeah, the 3 different monkeys that look like this, this, and this. Not you guys. 3 different monkeys look similar. Sure. So, right, for running expenses, mark off $1,000. You've got a limo for the next 3 days with driver. They'll take you to wherever the fuck you would like to go. If you don't need it that long, that's fine. He'll take it as a tip and go crash the limos. But that way you don't have to drive. Of course, if you get into a chase scene, it'd be awkward. But other than that, you're fine.
We're absolutely keeping Purple Girl's car just parked there with the keys at the ready and all of the stuff still in the trunk.
Okay, that's fine. The keys you've hidden under like the placemat or something like that. Sure, great. If somebody steals it, then they're just running away with your evidence and fingerprints, which is fine too. So yeah, great. You don't even know if the Slee Stack look for fingerprints. They all have scales and shit. They're probably looking for scale patterns and shit. And it's like, where are all these fucking monkey prints? Somebody get rid of those. We can look for scale patterns.
I should try to discreetly get my sword from the car trunk up to our room.
You're thinking that given the level of security, that would be, unless you can pocket it, that would be as likely as Logan being able to get Kalishnikov past security. It's about the same length. It's
Just
also
pocket
really,
it while you're in the car and no one's around.
Oh. Well, I need to meditate first.
Well, just leave it in there for now. Then.
Where
We
are
can
we?
buy a new sword if you lose it. Don't worry.
We're at the
right
hotel.
now you're in the back of the limo with the privacy screen up, and you're going on like you're going on what you could call a tour of Vegas, but in reality, the driver doesn't know where you guys want to go, so he's just driving you around the city.
I thought we were going to the show.
Yes, you are, but you've got some time until it starts. You probably got
Okay.
You guys need to rest up and let's go look at the museum.
To the hotel.
Yeah.
no problem. You tell the driver he doesn't do the fucking dramatic turn and shit. He just he takes a series of lefts eventually. You guys head over to the hotel, and you get into the museum. Mark off the money for the odd man out who was not included because of the hotel, even though they knew there was 3. They only gave tickets to 2. Why? They're still upset about losing $15 million, but they are getting plenty of publicity. Now, here's a downside for you. Everywhere you go in the hotel now, people are taking her picture all the time. And Freddie, you are having some weird flashbacks, flash forwards, flash sideways. Anytime people are like kind of in your face taking pictures and stuff, you're seeing like through like normally you can't see during the flashes, but for you can see during the flashes. And during the flashes, they're all dressed like they're from the village with the fucking numbers on them, taking your pictures and shit. And you're thinking you're starting to fucking lose your mind just a little bit. You're starting to crack up a little bit, especially because one of the photographers and shit, when he's doing the flashing and stuff, he keeps seeming to have some blue hair and shit. I need a little sandy roll, Freddie. You're starting to fucking lose it a little bit here. The other 2 are standing there posing like, yes, we're the richest monkeys you'll ever see, bitches.
I'm fine.
Yeah, Freddie's okay with this. He's
I
like,
focus on the money, ignore the flashes.
I'm still rich. I'm going to go jack off in my room later. I'm so rich. I want the whole pile put forward into a Slee Stack. Oh, that's creepy as shit. So, right, you guys go visit the museum and whatnot. Do you have magic glasses and shit with you?
Yes.
Are you going to try using your Are you the only one with magic glasses on you?
Possibly.
I have them.
Oh, you both have some.
I don't.
Would you? No, just him. Okay. Burn a charge. How many charges are left, Glenn?
Be 47.
Well, these are relatively new goggles. Okay, let's see how many charges we can get rid of. We'll roll willpower times 5 to make them work. Thank God we're dividing this into a two-parter, Freddie. That was fucking brilliant, sir. And for those listening, eventually these guys are all going to play as a group again, and so we'll continue it then.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Great, yeah, no problem. Give me shit. There's not any magic in here. I mean, aside from perhaps stuff on your companions, there is zero magic in here. However, everybody can give me a anthropology, archaeology, and history roll.
No magic, guys.
No, this is all magic. It's the magic of Babylon. And you see people behind them, the magic of Babylon.
Archaeology.
What was archaeology, anthropology? What was the last one?
History.
History.
History. No escaping. That's for me. History. Right. You guys look at it. It looks like a lot of old junk. You don't know what it means. You can't really place it in history. You don't know the cultural, anthropological, or whatever importance of it. And because you guys are all American, as far as I know, you don't care what it means.
Freddy's technically British.
Well, Freddie cares a little bit more, but not enough to learn anything.
I made archaeology.
Okay. You think that these pieces are authentic?
Authentic. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they make you pay money to come in here.
Yeah. But being that you're American, you still don't care. Once the internet gets made, you know that anything that predates it will no longer matter.
There's no magic. I attempt to sense pattern. Is that also will?
No, not at all. You just roll the skill and fail it. Cool. He goes.
Would you like me to try that as well? Or?
Yeah. See if there's any pattern here. Chaos too, if you got that.
Nope. What about chaos? Is it chaos? Yeah.
You guys just standing there. No, there is not chaos within your radius. I had to think about that. But, by the way, from Dana Zool and Glenn, could you two please give me empathy rolls?
Yep.
This may be the happiest you've ever seen Freddie in your life, although he's somewhat nervous as though somebody may jump out and bash him over the head at any moment. But apparently financial windfall, even if it's not his, even if he's just holding it for a friend, still makes him freakishly happy for some reason. You guys don't seem to care because it's like it looks like kind of dollar bills, but with like a slee stack dude in the middle instead of it looks like Washington with the slee stack horn going, "I'm really old," and you're like, "Yay!" So but for Freddie, he is fucking delighted. So there you go.
So I guess we got.
Going to go to
here.
So you thought you might like to go to the show?
Up to the room first.
Feel the warmth, that space cadet glow. Okay. Right, you guys go up to the room on the 29th floor. Let me give you a little bit of a map here. I'm not saying this may become freakishly important later, but just for completeness.
I mean, yeah.
There's no one else in the room. I'm going to go ahead and meditate.
By meditate, you mean get 8 hours of sleep to get your magic points back?
No, cast mana trickle, attempt to recharge that way.
If you got magic points left to do that, I think that's a wonderful idea. Okay, so here, I'm going to have to do this in little bits and drabs. Number 4 is where the elevator and stairs.
We're not there.
Oh. Yep. Number 4 is where the elevator and nobody ever uses the stairs comes in. And let's see. Now, whoever mapped out these rooms didn't do a great job because they're like little suites and stuff, and they have more rooms in them. But just for position, if nothing else, that's where your room is. And the hallway continues off around a corner. And over at the end of it is a dusky scaled Sleestack who is very obviously standing guard. And this here is a very obvious camera. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, your room is right next to the fucking elevator. And also, I would like to point out that since the three of you are incredibly lousy at crime, you're like, needy. Yeah. I mean, seriously, with your guys' security system lore and Freddy's god-awful rolls, you may as well just go grin into the camera and then hold up a gun next to your head and go, hey, ready? Everybody. And she's like, I want a lot of money.
So this was our room?
Yeah, the first room there.
And this was a lounge or something?
No, that's where you came up through the elevator. You see the little desk thing here with the phone next to it?
Mm-hmm.
There is one Sleestack guard-looking guy, although he's unarmed and stuff. He does have a walkie-talkie. He sits behind this thing, and everybody give me a spot hidden roll.
Is it crossword puzzles?
It's close. He's got like a paperback book mostly hidden and stuff. So apparently this is not the kind of job that requires a lot of, this is a very cushy job, actually. Logan would love to have, if I had to work, a job like this would be great. You sit around dressed well in nice air-conditioned place and read your fucking book when nobody's around, which is most of the goddamn time. And if somebody is around, you hide your book and you stand up and you look attentive. He has nothing to tell you. He has nothing to do for you. His job is just to sit his ass there. If anything goes wrong, apparently, pull out walkie-talkie and go, I have a problem on the 29th floor. Okay, I'll just stay here. And then somebody else comes and deals with it. I mean, that's his job, right?
Is there a directory of what else is on the 29th floor?
Nope.
Because the TC Productions was also on this floor, right?
Yes. There's no directory. It's you're guessing it might be one of those if you if you are supposed to know, then you will know type things. Or they just don't advertise for people, or it's a hidden place. Or the sign has been stolen lately by somebody, or they had to sell it because somebody won $15 million. Logan was only planning on having it be $1 million, but apparently I can't count digits. So, now it's 15. Things happened. But fuck it, a not one is not one, and trying to get one when you're gambling is not really a daily occurrence.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go in the room.
You guys go into the room. It's pretty goddamn luxurious. They also have left a free bottle of champagne in one of those things with the ice, the ice buckets, and then the bottle's stuck into it. With 3 glasses.
I look around expecting Alex Kinley to just jump out from behind us.
That wouldn't surprise you at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
the bottle would already be open.
True. Yeah. Also, they've got the refrigerator, pretty much all the amenities you'd expect to find in a apartment. It's got 2 different bedrooms, so somebody's going to either be on the couch or snuggling with Freddy, who thinks that you're a giant bag of money. I'm kind of surprised he didn't get all the money, take it up to the room, form it into a big humanoid shape, and then just sleep with it, hugging it and whispering to it all night. You make me so happy. Everything you do, everything I will do with you. Yeah, I can see that whole scene playing out in my mind.
This place looks nice.
Yeah, oh, it's super nice. It's a bit kitschy as far as like even though it's a really nice room, there's a little bit of like Babylon type shit here. And also, oddly, there's an old road sign that's been shined up, cleaned up and stuff, but it looks like it's a square kind of turned on sign, and it says last exit to Babylon, and it has like kind of a ziggurat type thing, but it's kind of like the Olympic stickman type thing, that kind of formation. So it's a weird little what in the fuck is this sign, but it's apparently part of the decor.
I look behind it.
It's attached to the wall permanently. You tap around it and stuff, unless you want to rip it off the wall.
Should we search for bugs?
We can try.
Certainly. Give me security systems lore to know what to look for. If you make that, give me a spot hidden roll. If you fail the security systems lore, then I'll tell you about any of the obvious ones. Right.
Fred got it.
Okay, Freddie, go ahead and just do me a spot hidden roll.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Freddie's like, as he's walking around, he's like, no, I believe we can speak freely. He motions toward a lamp, and it shows like a black cord snaking up with like a microphone on the inside of the lampshade. So when the lamp is on, then you can see a shadow of it. And he says, this is a very beautiful apartment. He motions at a potted plant that has like a little black mic sticking out of it. And he says, I believe we will be very comfortable here. He motions. There's a Chinese man with headphones on and glasses with a big boom mic. And he goes over and he says, I am grateful that they comped us this room. He opens a bead curtain and you see like three guys bent over listening to stuff. And then he goes to the center of the room and he pulls down a mic and he says, this is a nice place. He returns the boom mic.
Alright, so it's bug to help. Got it.
You wouldn't want to say that out loud, but yeah, it's definitely awkward.
So, are you looking forward to the show later?
Yes, I am.
Me too.
Yep.
Should be a great show.
Did you want to rest anymore, Glenn?
I'm good.
You're done meditating then?
Yep.
Right.
I go and see if there's some little mini bar action and eat some.
Oh yeah, you could use a drink.
Oh, I'm eating nuts.
It's not quite that obvious, but it's goddamn. You guys are feeling it. Freddie's looking like we should go now. Yes, I think we'll be fine. Let us go see the show. Oh look, it's almost time to start. You're done meditating, right? Okay, good. Let's go. Because Freddie lies like a fucking 10-year-old who's got chocolate all around his mouth. And you're like, did you steal any of the cookies? He's like, no. He lies like that, right?
When we leave, I'm going to go down the hall this way.
You see the guy at the end stiffen, and he holds up his hand and goes,
What guy?
The guy at the end of the hall that I described earlier, who looks like he's a guard of some sort.
Over here that's behind a door?
No, this one who I mentioned was over here. It's two different guards. One who's waiting till you fuck off so he can read his book, and the other one who's standing in the middle of the hall over here at the end of the hall. He motions that you should not approach. He looks like he's darker scales than the other sleek stack. And give me a spot hidden roll as you approach him with some lame excuse on your lips. Wow. Critical. Okay, he has got, you're going to guess These are just the ones you can see, but he probably has other ones hidden on him as well. You spotted at least 4 of them because these are the kind of things that you can literally stack up. Oh, hold on a minute. Did I go to the wrong page? I went to the wrong page. Why did I go to the wrong page? Back to the other page. All right, we're back. Great. He's got, and these are completely flat weapons here also, and very unusual. There you go. Do you see that?
The
Axe.
It's kind of like an axe, but it's completely flat, as though you took a big flat sheet of metal and went and carved it out. Give me any kind of weapon lore skill that you do you have any weapon lore skills aside from guns? Guns won't help. Any kind of handheld weapon skills?
What would that even be under?
Oh, I'll take axe skill. If you make an axe roll, I'll tell you what it's called.
I didn't see any X's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you guys have surprisingly high learns.
Well,
I think you're
axes at
eventually.
20.
Oh, right. It's like, God damn. Okay. Cool. He's got that hidden on him. Whatever the fuck it is. Yes, that is an actual weapon as well.
Wow.
Do I think that it has anything to do with the occult?
I don't think you went with him to see it. I think you're still in the room drinking some of the free booze they gave you to try to get back to not feeling horrible about being in this super bugged room.
Oh, I'm eating nuts.
Right. Shows her near the mic. Shows people.
Cracking them with my fists.
Cool. Would you like to advance and test this guy's resolve to see how he reacts to you getting closer?
Yes.
All right. He lowers it, his hand stays up. His other hand kind of gets
I can't
close.
hear you. I have my hand up.
He looks down the hall. You do get something out of this. You do get to see around the corner. And you also notice he goes, he speaks in some foreign language because according to H.P. Lovecraft, all foreigners are evil motherfuckers. Yeah, that's right. And you understand it. He says, some asshole tourist, get out here. This door here, oops, wrong one, sorry. This door here opens up, and 4 more guys who look, dress, and are armed, just like this guy, come out. Oh, by the way, in our camera here. And they kind of work on doing a group intimidation of you. You should leave before you get hurt. They're fairly scary, and they are a little bit shorter and darker scaled. All of them seem to be in pretty good shape, though. You're thinking that unless you leave immediately...
I was just looking for the bar, boys.
They point back the direction you came.
I walk that way.
You see their dark eyes, fucking huge dark eyes, watch you as you go back to the room, where when you get close to the door, give me a listen roll, Glenn.
Munch, munch, munch.
I was going to say, you hear something that sounds like...
Yep.
It shows blood coming out of one of the guy's ears. Oh, it hurts so bad. Keep listening. Something good may happen. No.
What should I call that language?
Hold on, I will find out.
Babylonian?
No, there's an actual name for it. And it will also tell you something. Well, that's funny. Hold on a second. Here, this will bring up more questions than it answers. There you go.
Shabbath. Huh.
And if they're really dark-skinned ones, then they may end up speaking Black Sabbath. Rock and roll, people. So.
I hate you.
Okay, I just knock on the room door and say, "Hey, time to go."
I fill my pockets with nuts and leave.
Got it. Okay, some interesting stuff happens. Oh, we're even getting good to a good cutoff point for the game today. Hey, some interesting shit happens. Aside from the first off, the show itself, I will tell you about in a second. Everybody can roll Analyze Magic and Cthulhu Mythos. This is a picture of what the show parts of the show kind of look like. It's a big stage show. It's a big Las Vegas show. Weird purple lights.
Should I do my glasses during the show?
Do you think that putting on something that looks like you're or an eye doctor, the big fucking glasses, do you think that will fly during the show?
I don't know. Usually the audience is dark.
That's Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh, Cthulhu Mythos.
You still made it though. It's a 16. So. Unless you will Cthulhu.
I don't know what our Cthulhu Mythos is, but
Less than.
No, if you
awkward. All right.
I refuse to analyze any magic, Logan.
That makes sense. So, did anybody make Cthulhu Mythos or Analyze Magic?
Just Dana.
Well, that was occult lore.
You're thinking there's definitely something occultic going on here, but it's beyond what you're familiar with, I'm afraid.
How front seat are we? Are we super front seat?
You are. I mean, there's still like, if you wanted to hop up onto the stage, you stand up, go about 3 steps, and then claw your way up. But
okay.
There's nobody between you and the stage.
Just letting for if it passes by the time if they seem to be doing, like it described in the program of a circle chanting thing.
Oh yeah.
I would like to at that point
sing along.
Start throwing my nuts up on the stage to make them drift or something. Distract them.
They're really into it. They may not notice, but you can give me a throw roll to see in general how it goes. And a prestidigitation roll not to be noticed and just have the nuts kind of appear on stage.
All right. Instead of me doing it, I'm gonna whisper to Glenn. I'm like,
oh, you're gonna tempt him into evil. I see how. You see, this is what happens, folks. When you get rich, you begin making other people do crimes for you.
Glenn, it's a good idea.
Glenn gives you the look saying he doesn't believe you, but you're rich now, so you must obey.
You want me to throw peanuts?
Just try to distract, break it up.
You're thinking that it's probably not going to distract them unless you like got a critical throw roll, and that would manage to land one of them into their mouth while they're singing. They're like, oh, that would distract them. Anything less than that, you're doubting.
Yeah. I think that
we're here to see what happens.
Fine.
So, try on these glasses.
Everybody give me a language roll. I don't think any of you have this language. Does anybody have any languages starting with A aside from Freddie who might have it? I don't know.
I don't have it.
Oh, good. Then try a learn roll at 1 times 1.
I did. I failed.
Yay.
Well.
Yay. Yeah, they all sing in some other strange language that's not the one that apparently Glenn learned. Can you imagine if learning a language was that fucking easy? Hey, I suddenly understand you and hate you. Cool.
Linguists do anything?
Yes, it would.
That's a bit better.
Cool. So it seems to be foreign, and as a foreign language and as an American, you immediately distrust it. It doesn't sound like French, which is the only foreign language.
Definitely
it's probably French, says Glenn. It shows like number of foreign languages might be able to identify as list French. List. French, he tells you. So they sing in French. There's a weird colored purple light show and a big round of applause. Yay! Yay! People stand up and applaud. Now, since you guys are guests of the casino, at least for just tonight, you guys get to go backstage and meet the MC and have him sign something for you if you'd like. And
I know what I want signed.
Okay. And right, here's what the MC looks like is the famous Todd Christopher himself on the far right middle. Imagine Keith Richards, who, if he used to be one of those guys from Teen Beat or something, and then had a lot of years of hard drugs and bad lifestyle and poor life choices between him and now. So, he's going around signing pictures for people, and he's doing something called glad handing. I'm sure you're all familiar with that term.
I wait patiently.
He eventually gets to Freddy, and he looks at the large dirty dildo that you have because you've never cleaned it ever.
Mr. Christopher, it would be an honor. Please sign it.
He holds out a hand. Somebody puts a glove on it, and then he signs it, and he says, "Destroy this" to the person with the pen, and they take it off, and it's signed now. And you're thinking the first time it's used, it will definitely smear now. But he moved on. Now, you two give me empathy, or actually, everybody can give me an empathy roll.
He didn't like signing that.
Actually,
got it.
Glenn, he didn't mind it so much. You're thinking that him not touching it and having the pen being burned, that was for everybody else's benefit. He could give a shit less. This is nothing to him.
Wow.
Yeah. So he moves on with signing other shit.
Yeah. Oh. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You got a lot of talented people here. Where do you find them all?
I'll tell you what. We're very, very lucky to have him. And he moves on to the next person. That's just how quick. And then after that, you guys are shuffled back out into the casino, and they bring you a little bit of post-show champagne and get a bunch more pictures of Dana Zool posing with various people. And, it's at this point where there's a couple of Sleestack in suits who would like to have a word with you.
I would like for it to be known with all of the picture taking, I'm doing like Wednesday Addams type of.
Got it. Now, the Sleestacks have come to visit you. They are from the SIRS, and they would like to assign the taxes. Oh, yeah. In real life, you wouldn't even get out of the casino with your money before those bastards are on to you. So, yeah, essentially you're going to be does anybody have accounting? With accounting, you can minimize how much taxes you pay. Anybody good accounting?
I've got above base.
It's up to you guys.
Go ahead, Glenn. I bet that your above base is higher than mine.
I mean, I have it slightly high, not really high.
It's not quite a hobby.
Yeah, mine is not a hobby either.
Does one of you want to support the other, or do you know that the Roll20 will fuck Freddy?
Support me, Freddy.
All right, wait, take this.
Better than last time.
Take this then.
Well, right now you're going to pay somewhere between 30% taxes up to 50% taxes with crits going.
I'm going to support you and not fumble.
It's all I'm letting.
Okay, I'm playing the skill 15 on that guy's face.
Of course.
Typing in modifier.
Oh, nice.
God damn, he pulled it off. Freddie, mark off 1/3 of the money in your account. They tell you that they'll go ahead and take care of it, and they give you the all-important I pay taxes on this shit to her for your account, etc. So you guys now have paperwork, which they tell you not to lose. Keep it for 7 years, they tell you, and then they fuck off with your money because they're the government and they're here to help.
All right, we're down to 10 million. Oh.
Bastards.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Fortunately,
we
Glenn
spent
saved
some of it
the-
before they took the taxes.
Now you see the violence inherent in the system.
Yeah, we only spent just over 100,000, so nothing there.
I'm being impressed. Okay, now what?
Well, unless you've got anything you're wanting to do, this is a good stopping point.
Oh,
to see the
yes, there is actually one thing. I would like to ask Dana. I would like to ask Dana.
Yes.
So, Dana,
I've been expecting this, Freddie.
Oh my!
have you?
The money stays mine. No.
No, not that. Yes, I want to ask you. I know that you're quite proficient and skilled in listening and helping people with their emotional trauma. I would really appreciate it if you could help me out with that.
Yes. In Purple Girl car? We wouldn't want to do that in our room.
No.
We can go back to the embassy and do it there.
I was going to say, it's got to be a better fucking place to do it than the stolen car that may be radioactive.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can go to the embassy, that would be great.
Does Dana have psychology?
I do.
Oh, wow.
Hooray!
Is it higher than mine?
Mine is at a professional level.
She's kinder and gentler than you are, though.
Oh.
You have the shock to the system
Hey,
method.
I got Russ out of his blue face. I mean,
He almost immediately went back into it, though.
that's his own fault.
See, that's your method. Well, that's your own fault.
Well, if you want to support her, I don't mind.
Yeah, embassy would be good.
You guys have a way back here so that you don't have to go the opposite side of the country?
I can make a jump for next session, so we have a way back.
As long as you actually pull off at least one, you're fine. Otherwise, it'd be a nightmare.
I have 10 attempts, so I'll pull up at least one.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll just make it like, I don't know, in an alley or something nearby or whatever.
Okay. I'm sure you can find a decent place, sure.
Yeah, just a decent place.
Yeah. Right down Sleestack, Las Vegas.
Cool.
Yeah, abandoned place there. The card hopefully will last for a little bit.
Well, hopefully at least one session. So.
Hopefully.
Yeah. If not, we'll drive back.
I'll make a nightmarish random encounter list, and eventually you guys will end the session when you finally make it back to fucking Vegas to, yeah, that'd be good, actually. I like that.
That farmer.
All right, so, yeah, if you want to do the psycho thing, Glenn can support, maybe.
Psycho thing. Shows are just stabbing the shit out of you. Like, I'm your father, I'm your mother, I'm everybody. Like, it's not what I want.
As a fail, I forgot to erase my modifier.
Okay. Yep. It's all down to you, Dana. Please help my fragile little mind.
Tell me it's
Yes.
crazy.
Yay!
There. These are crazy
So
times we live
gentle.
in. Yes, you are right. None of that makes sense at all. Yes, it is all very awful and very confusing.
What was your insanity?
Well, the one I just got. Look, did I get both or just one?
What's your current sanity up to?
55.
Because it's one. Next session, you can have somebody else treat you to get rid of another.
Alright, so I get rid of the one that I don't use magic items
Okay.
or magic.
Hey,
I can
life
do
is
that.
just crazy. You can use magic again. I'll be okay. And he's like, oh, at last I can use wizardly powers to kill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you both know what my other one is.
Hydrophobia?
Curing people?
No, it's anal, curing people via anal
Curing?
means.
Obsession with the anal refresher.
Yeah,
He's on a
That makes
mission.
sense.
Oh, that wasn't just.
Well, no, now it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't just an Alex thing. That was.
All right.
So, Glenn, let's go turn in our tarot cards to the embassy.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
good.
guys take care of that while you're there as well. Cool.
Yeah.
Is there any little bits and drabs that you want to conclude on, or you got?
Let's get a good night's sleep.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
we'll assume that.
Nice.
Um,
Pretty expensive hotel room. It's got too many listening devices. I want to sleep cuddled with 14 people I don't know because, god damn, this place is crowded.
wanted to take care of my sword.
Shows him shining the sword.
I'll just sleep in the bunker because I'm not allowed.
Now,
to.
is it now? Can it give radioactive damage?
No,
Oh,
that would be pretty wild. Unfortunately, you take so much radioactive damage while wielding it. It would not be.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched Chernobyl. It's horrific.
It's a good way to max out your constitution, though.
Yeah.
Sword
Shows
trick.
him carefully
nice.
sitting on the sword. He's wiggling around as he's slowly. I always imagine somebody doing that to sword trick.
Mm.
Carefully. It's like sword swallowing, but the other end. Hey, I'm watching my sword. I was fucking impressed.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, next session you can go and grab your pistol and that if you want.
Wow.
Since
I
you
have
have
no
your
idea.
ID.
They've got so many different things that they could research. And a fair warning to you guys, if you go Conan at this, or Conan at most of the shit, it'll be a pause suck like nothing else.
Oh yeah, they got some heavies.
Oh yeah. Even the people you watch performing the show, like one of them was one of the bodyguard guys you saw and shit, and they all have like expert in like acrobatics and shit like that.
Ninja lizards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he employs ninja. So
Machine.
Yeah, we're entering the difficult stage, basically.
well, yeah, and plus the bunch of your questions aren't answered as to why is all this shit happening and what's going on, and is there more to it than just watching a show?
Well,
in Las Vegas?
You have a week to plan.
Yeah,
your
she
next
lost
move,
too much sanity and fled. I'm sorry. We finally driven her completely insane.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need
Yeah.
to do. I can't think of anything else.
That's all good.
Yeah,
Oh, Scott's got a fucking nope he's been sitting on this whole time, lucky bastard.
Yep,
haven't
keep
had
hold of
anything.
that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll want to follow up on the ultraviolet eventually. Maybe ask around the nightclub.
Well, I'm going to wait to say something until
next
Sheila gets
time.
back so she can hear it too. Where is Sheila? Where is Sheila?
Oh, and I know we didn't finish the mod, but
Oh, yeah,
is
I'm
this still a bit?
Oh yeah,
Is
I'm
this
giving
still a
I'm giving
prestige
a free pause award and all that.
No, I mean,
Sam
is
would
it
be
still
no.
a prestige?
What?
Is it still prestige mod?
Yes.
You should do the sanity because you'll forget about it next time.
No, it's written down. I've got it. Oh, yeah.
Don't forget the zombie we killed.
Oh, yeah, it's all written down.
Promised us that. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I mean, you don't feel good about it at all. For
It was a zombie.
I have always loved zombies. Of course you have.
We go to the underground train restaurant. Get sandwiches.
That's so fucking mean. It's like, sure, I went to Las Vegas and we won $15 million, but I stole this fucker's coupon. And oh, God, I'm going to get my 2-for-1 fucking sandwiches using his coupon. I've still got his wallet as well. His prized family photo. It's my family now. Fuck him. I'm rich. He's poor. In fact, I've taken over his life. I now work at the chapter. Fuck him and his missing hand. There she is. I was just going to say, what I'd recommend doing after you do your scopes is just make a couple of quick notes of other avenues of investigation you want to do so that next time when you guys are playing, then you don't go, where were we again? And, you know, I mean, if you want to waste your first hour going, gosh, I think we should reinvestigate everything because I've forgotten shit, that's up to you. But
yeah, this is a difficult mod to do in one sitting.
Uh-huh.
Like, there was one group I was with, we did it in one, but it went over time. It was, yeah, difficult. So, yeah.
Could try some research.
Are we doing card play or what?
Oh, yeah. Before I do that, does anybody have any ideas of a name for this session? Anything that really stuck out for...
Make it rain.
That's not bad. It's not bad. Anybody take a card for that? Anybody else have any ideas?
The one-handed bandit.
That's harsh. Harsh. Take a card.
Dana's dollars or Dana. Something with an alliteration.
Dana's dollars.
Dana's dollars isn't bad, actually. Sheila, what you got for name?
Nothing good. I don't know.
Give me a bad name.
Chicken dinner.
That's actually not bad. Take a card. Give me a worse name.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys like best? Chicken dinner, Dana's dollars, make it rain, one-handed bandit. I kind of like the one-handed bandit because it combines in two different parts of the story.
Yeah, sure.
To you guys.
I like that one.
What do you think, Sheila?
That sounds good.
You don't give a shit, I can tell. She's like, fuck off. I want to do card play. Fine, do card play. All right. And, let me go around the thing. I'll do her last because I got an idea of what she might say. Freddie, tell the studio audience something.
Money!
Glenn, what you got?
Watch out for radioactive waste on your welcome mat.
And Sheila.
The usual. Thank you.